Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Of a farm lane, it would feel like DRX are playing more heavily down towards mid and bot. So very interesting. I was kind of expecting more of them trying to look for a counter to that Maokai and actually just slam that Sejuani into jungle. But Sejuani does have some pretty good power. The Ignite coming up there is going to be dangerous. Definitely a lot of damage across. Force the flash, the foe! And first blood for Cop. Welcome to the World Championship.
And impacting both side lanes.
Both sides hits a stun, but it's still going to hit Nami, though. Trimby could be in danger, but the bubble down does not land on the AD carry. Second bandage shots, I believe, missed, so Barrel's nothing, but the Q's going to land. Juhan on the board now. Cop forced to run back to his tower, taking a shot from death.
There's the power of the Amumu on the setup. The Lee looks like Onivia found Juhan looking for that top crab. No flash from earlier.
Ulti land, Q back, the pillar there. Juhan does not have flash. That was beautiful. Ward hops back away. Damage to the bottom side. Barrel nearly dies. And now we got a bit more going on. Juhan collapsed on by Larson. Went back down the Riverton of his own jungle and gets killed for it. Double not going to land here. Still trading with Trimby, who feels safe.
He has the extra longsword, and he doesn't have a quick cloak. So, it's like, is he even going in towards it, or is he just building that and then going to something else? But either way, doing pretty well on the DRX side. On the wraparound, things could get a little bit dangerous. There's already 4 members here.
Flashes the stun that might not have landed, but now it's going to be the jungler stuck in place. Marwan gets his stopwatch in time, immunes the Amumu stun. And King without flash simply could not live. The shuffle guarantees it. They hand the kill over. Larson 2-0.
I really like what Malrang did there. He just instantly stopwatched, didn't use the ult, didn't use anything else. He just made sure that he's on the way. The more time they can buy here, the better.
Wendo's auto TP to make it a 5v4. Here comes the first engage. Stun's going to land, but will it even kill? No one is in range. And finally, Zeka comes in, knocks down Trimby. A trade of support for support. That costs an ultimate.
Is almost here.
Good smite comes through from Malrang. Ulti's not going to do a whole lot there. Zeka back out to safety. Full time on to 4. Juhan builds his face, stays alive.
Enabling Larson and always keeping him safe. It's going to be a TP here onto Zeka. We'll see if they can actually get him. He can just R to safety, I think.
Got a flash, gets knocked out first. Doesn't have a good target just yet. Dealt around. Ulti is for Amumu. Is it first kill going to come across? Larson attacked and down. Killed off. Both junglers with 1 kill on the board. A safety hop for the Lee Sin, but now Barrel doesn't have an easy way out. Jumps down to 1, but he is surrounded and he will die. Cop, his 3rd kill of the game.
It looked good there for DRX because Zeka can live, but Larson pushes him out of the shroud so Malrang can finish him. Good follow-up by Juhan to take down the opposing mid laner as well. It makes it a 1-for-1, but Comp can collapse first. I feel like Deft has never really gotten involved in these fights, and by the time he shows up, he's always a bit too late.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I think it's a product of taking the longer path. Rogue had vision in that topside river. You're going to be a lot safer moving up there as Comp. Even with the strat from MF, which traditionally you are going to have an advantage on these moves, he's having to take the longer path, and as a result, he's not really getting there in time, but they do.
Ult as well, can just cover so much ground. Zeka's TP'd in. Level 14 will get spotted out. Barrel!
There's the ulti on the 2. Front line, they'll kill Barrel, but will they get one back? Trimby just stays alive. Front engage comes across again. A kill for the Lee Sin. Deft low, flash to safety. Juhan low, doesn't die either. Gale Force does not find the kill. Odoamne wants to walk forward. The Dragon slows them. Locked down. Kingan running for his life. Comp wants it. The shot's still coming through, and he gets them. 9-4 in the scoreboard. A rampage now, 4 in a row. And they're going to get the 2nd dragon of the game for Rogue.
Massive fight for Rogue. Juhan's kick there onto Trimby actually saved him. He kicked him out of the bullet time. A little bit of miscommunication or misplay.
A great job through these first 25 minutes.
A lot of pings. Comp stashing forwards.
Jumping in, gets this done though as Barrel flashes into a 3-man ulti. And they're going to shut down 2. Finally, DRX get the ult combo together.
Comp just disrespecting Barrel there so much. Cleanses the Q right into the ulti. Everyone is there. And Comp is going to want that one back. DRX are onto the Baron now. Rogue are positioning here to try to contest. Larson does still have his cooldowns, but Zeka still has ulti, and that's who we have to watch out for.
DRX know they don't have smite. Juhan must have been picking this one. It's like 15 seconds away still, so they cannot flip it. They have to get Malrang out of the pit, get him away. And right now, Vision is spotted. They know where he is. Kingan might just inform, but no, they're going to go for the fight instead.
Oh, Juhan!
He gets the kickback, but will it be enough? Larson scoops. Larson stays alive for 1 HP. Deft gets the kill, but he had to dive in to make it happen. So now he's surrounded, trying to live. Will he finally drops down. Odoamne, though.
Look at Odo go!
Is the Sunfire Aegis enough? He's punching. He's doing what
That's
he
a
can.
scary tree.
Being helped by Trimby. He will burn them down as best he can. The TP comes back in. Zeka is there. Barrel is low. Is his Q up to jump to Krugs? It is. He's got to stay alive. He'll just barely live. He's got no Rogue turret, but no one's in the chase anymore.
Spider-Man on a Mumu there. Barrel makes the miracle.
Pushes Zeka back. Def going forward to try to finish him off, but we're back to live, and Malrang is on the Dragon here, trying to move Rogue to Soul Point.
Rogue's third Drake, if it happens there, Juhan spots it, knows what's going on, be careful, they're gonna dive in here from the Maokai, just locked up, pops the shield, will it be enough, dives into Comp kills him. Ulti doesn't do a whole ton from depth as everyone else gets back to safety. Comp is down his flash, but will it matter? Zeka gets nothing from the ulti. Kingen now forced out, honestly 5v4 just feels like Rogue owned it, and it's gonna be 5v3, Larson gets the final kill into Kingen.
This Maokai is a really big problem for DRX. He's doing so much work in the fights to lock down the carries. You know, the Lee Sin and the Akali have so much mobility to gap close onto Comp, and Odoamne knows that. He's keeping his eyes on those two players, the mid-jungle of DRX, and stopping them from being able to reach his team.
No one can kill him. MF cannot deal with a Maokai like this, just running at her. And when Def peels back, he's just locking down Zeka, locking down Juhan. They don't have the consistent damage to actually punch through the tree. And now it's Rogue here, bursting down this Baron very, very quickly with the Azir, and it's DRX making the call to just give it up. Rogue now on Soul Point with Baron. If you're ignoring Malrang and Odoamne, their damage is not insignificant in these fights. This is a Divine Sunder or Trundle, and Odo is just in the mix, slapping people with the base damages that on Maokai that are actually very high.
Comp has the Infinity Edge complete, doesn't have flash though, but if he dashes forwards with the Gale Force, he will delete anyone that walks up from DRX. Even Beryl in these fights is just getting absolutely melted after getting his ult off. With this Baron, it looks like they're playing a 4-1, 4-man mid. Malrang's the one split pushing. That's how much Rogue value the lockdown onto the flanks. Odo will group up, Malrang will split push, Odo will mark Zeka.
I think it's the right call. And I mean, do you see how annoying this is for Zeka? He's constantly trying to move into that side brush, threaten the flank. Odo just has it perma-sapling because with these high CDR Maokai builds, it's like a 5-6 second cooldown this late into the game for that sapling. You're always going to have the brushes covered. You have map hacks with this champion. He's going to keep you safe on those side angles. And Odo is not afraid of mixing it up with the Akali.
Spirit Visage complete as well, only one healing reduction onto King, and ult's coming out to zone them away. DRX, maybe they can look for a turn here.
Oh, good stun. Oh, Barrel into three. Is it going to be enough, though? Scoop into the wall, buys some time. But it's still, it is mid laner down. There's only one carry left in this one. Odoamne holds the front line. Zeka dives in, but he can't find the kill. Brings a stopwatch. He's invisible. Q won't push him out of it, but DRX cannot follow through this huge front line of Rogue.
Well, and again, DRX are not on the same page here. Deft had already committed his ulti, then Beryl goes in, and Malrang had already pillared the ulti from Deft, so he had no ultimate when Beryl went in and found that huge engage. Odoamne that are just completely out of control for Rogue.
Rogue still holding his vision line. Anyone dashes forwards, Comp goes on top of them. Uses the culling, doesn't find a kill. There's the Maokai ult to zone them away again, but this could be an angle for DRX. If Kingen can base and look for a TP, they might look for a fight. Two ultimates down on Rogue. Do they stay longer? Do they wait for these ultimates to come back up? 40 seconds on this Dragon. Kingen rejoins his team. Rogue going through bots with Yuhan. He has his flash, level 16 MF, 4 items. How much can they get done? Azael's been wanting them all game long to have some synergy with the Amumu. This is their chance.
5k health, the ulti's there. No way you can make it happen. People set up by Rogue. They've got all the zone control they need. DRX go too late.
Rogue has been just relentless in denying the vision, cutting down these wards. Kingen now very far out. They're going to TP for this. They want this.
There. Yeah, Pillar may be down, but I don't know how he has a way out. No flash available. He got the turret, chooses to stay, and Comp finds his 6th kill.
I thought they would let him live a little bit longer there with 50 seconds on the Baron. He is going to match the death timer of the Baron spawn, so he should be able to TP in a sapling lands. You're just slowed for so much. They're actually barreling down mid.
Gale Force is in. Zeka's at a half HP right there. Minions block the rest of the golem, but still diving forward as Comp feels so safe. With the Guardian Angel, full items, no one's going to stop him. Middle inhibitor goes down.
I actually love this from Rogue. You know, they get full mid prio, just run it straight down. They push Zeka back into the base. Now they know there's no way that DRX is lying in wait here, so they can fully clear out any and all vision and make this lights out for DRX. There's no eyes on anything that Rogue is doing.
They can start Baron over the wall and have people zone like this. This is what the best setup is for Rogue, with Odoamne just being in the face of DRX, showing pressure and slowing them down, exactly the same as the Dragon. How does Yuhan get past this? He's trying to find an angle, but it's already gone.
Time. Ulti comes down for good measure. Kingen will just simply die. No one's even around him. They rest from leave, and it's his 5th death of the game. 15-9. The dive on in for Odoamne. Sets them all up. Ulti. It's going to mean absolutely nothing. Comp finds a double, burns a stopwatch, resurrecting now as Zeka runs away, but no one is left to watch the fall of DRX, who will drop their first game of Worlds. Mad Lions couldn't do it, RNG couldn't do it, but bet your ass Rogue can. They will find their first win of the World Championship, their first time winning the LEC, and so far, 1-0 at Worlds. The Nexus falls and Rogue is on top.
The first team to take down DRX here at Worlds, undefeated through play-ins. Rogue played a beautiful game here, and DRX had no answers.